Hey everyone, and welcome back to another patch 8.2 video. This one is going to be rather monstrous because we will be covering the mounts. There are a ton of mounts. This is already a massive video, so let's just get straight into it. First up, the wave rays of Nazjatar. The Alliance and Horde sell their version from
I need to buy this one right here.
Seller at their own Nazjatar hub for 250 mana pearls. And
this is fucking bullshit. I want to tell you guys why. Because you can use the Horde one on Alliance, which means that I have to make a Horde character and get that motherfucker all the way up to Exalted just so I can buy the Wave Ray on the other faction. It's so fucking stupid, man. Like, I can't believe Blizzard's doing this to me. And I'm gonna have to start farming. I've been so lazy I haven't done it yet, but I should be doing it now.
Those mana pearls can be obtained from many different sources in Nazjatar. To farm them, your best bet is to install an add-on like Tomcat Tours for Nazjatar, alongside with handy notes in the Nazjatar plugin to display the rare locations and to track kills. Your goal is to kill as many rares as you have the time for each day, as each one does have the chance to drop some mana pearls, and you can loot them all once per daily reset. You'll likely be using these add-ons to find and track other rares and things in this patch anyway, so they're pretty handy to have, and it helps getting the mounts. Of course, in addition to those things, community effort is a big focus of this patch, so make sure to keep an eye on general chat for rare announcements. Past that though, just do your dailies, watch the mission table.
That's easy. Like, anybody gets Exalted is going to have the pearls.
Next up, the Silent Glider. This drops from a rare mob called Soundless. Soundless can spawn in multiple locations in the Coral Forest on top of the Coral Reefs. Now, there are a few ways to make it up there, but the easiest is to grab a deep coral pod. This is an item that you can pick up around the area that will increase your jump height. So you'll see them hanging underneath the coral. You then want to knock them down with an ability, loot them, and
this is such a bullshit fucking item.
Soundless with some platforming.
What a sick mount. Yeah, it's
now
great.
Combine that with a glider and you'll make it up with ease, and you can loot him once per day, so just work it into your daily routine. Then we've got Fabius, who is quite simple. You just
this mount's a joke to get. Everybody has this fucking mount.
He sometimes hangs around in the northwest Nazjatar between the Zangier Terrace and the Ashen Strand in the Bloodfin Grotto. He can spawn in a few different places along the map, so seemingly your best bet is just to keep an eye out for him as you go about your business, and occasionally check the pre-made group finder for groups that have found him. Now, after that, we've got the Snapback Scuttler, and oh boy, we're in for it now. This crab is acquired by completing the Undersea Usurper achievement, which basically is the Nazjatar meta.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, you look at the Undersea Usurper, like, each one of these things is going to take you, like, you aren't going to be seeing these mounts for, like, months, because it's going to take so goddamn long to get all the Nazjatar achievements. And I'm going to be honest, guys, that's good. That's actually good that it's going to take that much time. That's the way that it should be. It should take that long. This is amazing. I'm glad.
Now, don't expect to see this crab anytime soon, because it pretty much is time-gated 13 weeks because of one of the achievement steps. But let's just break the whole thing down. Okay, you have to, first of all, finish the Nazjatar questline, which is simple enough.
That one.
It's time-gated by one quest, which requires you to earn 3,000 follower XP, which usually takes about 10 days, so there's no rush to get that done. You then need to reach Exalted with your faction, which once again is simple enough. If you want to hurry that up, just, return daily,
very simple. I've already done this one.
Rares, do all of the world quests, do them with a contract buff, and you'll get there. The easiest one to do is just to explore all of Nazjatar.
Literally just ride around. I have that one.
All of the rares. Now, most of these are just spawns.
See, this dumb motherfucking piece of shit. Wait. Okay, never mind. No, okay, keep going.
In an area, so I would recommend using Tomcat Tours or handy notes to locate those mobs. That said, there are some, like the Coral Ancients, that are a little bit more involved with that. Now, the Coral Ancients, they are the giant...
I thought he was talking about another achievement. I'll show it to you guys afterwards if you guys remind me.
Untargetable coral treants that you will have seen around the zone. So there's Almanar, Kelp Willow, Oranu, and Urdu. Now, Almanar is first, and he is in the Coral Forest. He is activated by bringing a colossal sky ray from around New Home to him and then killing it. Kelp Willow is just south of New Home and is activated by bringing a Muck Slug over. That's a critter in the zone. You bring that over using a prismatic crystal. These crystals grow around the waterfalls in the zone. Then Oranu is to the east of the northwestern flight point and is activated by bringing him a drowned hatchling pet. This pet can be purchased from Velana the Handler, a ghost elf in the Drowned Market.
That's easy,
Shari for 40 mana pearls. And the last of these, Urdu, is activated by by killing a staghorn reef walker on top of him.
I think I've only killed like 2 of these before.
Western part of the Ashen Strand.
What the
now,
fuck?
There are
I need to do
rares
these.
like the Tide Lords, who need to be summoned in by killing the Shari Invokers, and Sandcastle, who can only spawn when opening Scrying Stone chests, which we'll cover in a little bit. So
Wait,
there's quite
what?
a lot of rares to work through. You then also have to find all the arcane chests and trunks, which is easily done by just keeping an eye out while you go around, or of course using the Nazjatar plugin for handy notes. Now, once that's done, find 100 treasures using the Scrying Stone. This is quite simple, but definitely time-consuming. Scrying Stones come from rares and are occasionally sold in the form of faintly humming stones by Merle, the Murloc in your home base. Using these faint stones will turn them into a regular Scrying Stone, and once you use the Scrying Stone, you will get a 5-minute buff that will reveal treasures on your map. Just go around the place and open as many of those treasures as you can while the buff is up. You'll probably have to do this a good few times. It might take a while, especially given the relative rarity of the Scrying Stones, so my advice is the same as usual: just kill rares and keep an eye on Meryl.
Okay, that makes sense.
You must complete these summons from the depths 10 times. That's the zone-wide PvE event that occurs every few hours. You'll see all the big skulls in your map, so just when you're spending time in the zone,
See, this is the fucking bullshit that Blizzard tries to pull on us. Is they try to get the Alliance to go into the war mode. Now, you know this is what happens whenever you go into the war mode in your Alliance. Does anybody play Alliance here? You know what happens? You fucking die. You fucking die. Because, you know, it's so bad right now. Can somebody invite me up to a server that has these rares up? I need to kill them. It's so bad right now that it is at 30%. 30 fucking percent. That's how bad the imbalance is in war mode. And it's horde mode. You're right. And why is it like that? Because war mode gives you a bonus to everything that doesn't fucking matter. If they added reputation into the war mode gains, everybody would be playing with war mode on, and it would be a good idea. Blizzard, listen. Add reputation gains to war mode, then you're going to have everybody playing with war mode on. And that's all there is to it. It's simple. Yeah, you get 30% more reputation. Of course, every single alliance is going to be playing on there because they get such a big bonus. I mean, come on. Take away every bonus. No, because if they take away every bonus, then it's just going to be completely dominated by Horde. Nobody else is going to ever want to play it, man. It's a terrible idea. They can't take away the bonuses. Okay, let me go ahead and look at the rest of these.
Event will pop, and when it pops, go at maximum speed to the nearest skull marked on your map. You then need to complete 30 of the bounty/requisition dailies.
This is easy.
It might be a bit of a chore,
Simple.
but if you've done one day there, you pretty much know what to do. Another step is to find all of Ashara's lost cat figurines, and the locations will be on the screen, but you can just use Handy Notes Nazjatar for that sort of thing.
Wait, that's it?
There's then a step to kill all of Ashara's champions through world quests. This is another matter of just logging in once a day and clearing out your world quests, and you will get it. Most of them have already cycled thus far in the patch, so if you're keeping it up, it shouldn't take much longer. Then next, you need to get each of your new Nazjatar followers up to rank 10. On paper, this will take a total of 30 days based on the current rate of one rank per, 1 day worth of experience from the 3 quests. However,
just a second here. So there's a handy notes for this? Where is it? I'm trying to... How do you spell Nazjatar? Because I want to figure out how to get these fucking items. Handy notes. All right. How do you spell Nazjatar? All right. Nazjatar. Handy Notes, Mechagon, and Nazjatar. Okay, alright. I'm gonna restart the game after this. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work, okay? Give me 1 second.
The Coral Ancient rares that I mentioned earlier can drop items which increase your the rep of your followers, well, like your experience, 100 to each of them. So if you have the time, killing those corals really does make a lot of sense, because each drop
I need to do that every day.
Remove 1 day of just wrapping up your followers at a time, which is quite good. Although given a later step, I wouldn't worry too much. Then a more straightforward step is to collect 1,000 mana pearls. Now, the more frustrating one...
Wait, which one? How many mana pearls am I at right now? Exploration, I think? Fuck. I'm at 597.
Is that you must defeat all of Marty Vass's creations from his laboratory.
This is the annoying fucking bullshit right here.
Now, the puzzles are handy enough, requiring you to do each of the uncrossing the lines and matching the
I'm a
rune
god
puzzles.
at these.
It's basically just easy, medium, and hard versions of the ley-locked, and then easy, medium, and hard versions of the rune-locked chests. This is just going to take a ton of time, but that does not really matter because the laboratory part is the time gating that is a little bit more unfortunate.
This is the cock.
It's going to be about 13 weeks because you can only spawn one of the 13 types needed per week.
This is
so
so
that's
fucking
kind of
ridiculous.
Unfortunate. Of course, different combinations spawn a different type for
This is
his
so fucking
experiments.
ridiculous.
And yeah, that's the main thing that will hold you back.
Oh
then
my
the next
God.
achievement step is to buy a secret item from Merle.
Oh, we have this
Murloc
one.
Trader,
We got it.
which will require you
Easy.
to have the benthic cloak
Simple.
that unlocks more options for him. Then finally shoo away 100 bloodfin tadpoles. This is done by clicking on the friendly bloodfin tadpoles in the bloodfin grotto area to the northwest. When shooed away, a weak mob will spawn for you to fight, and overall it's just a matter of doing that. It'll take quite a while.
So I have to do that 100
nice
times?
Meta quest that requires players to really try, but it is a pity that there is...
This is like a crab guide. Like the third of the video is all about the crab. Oh really? Think about it. This shit's hard. You said it was good, it would take a while. I did, but it's just like, holy shit. Okay, wow.
The 13-week time gating there that you can't really get around. Anyway, let's move on. We've got the Royal Snapdragon. That's your Nazjatar Paragon box reward. So yes, hit Exalted Rep with your Nazjatar faction and just farm until you get it, so good luck. Then next we've got the Alliance and the Horde Follower Snapdragon. So these are from a quest that will appear once you level a specific Nazjatar follower up to level 20. So Alliance players have to level Akana, and Horde players have to level Neri.
I have it.
This is a simple enough one. You just select the followers each day if you want to get them up
Wait,
quick.
so I'm going to get that mountain like a couple of days.
Like the Coral Ancients for their rep items, which will boost you through this a little bit faster.
Oh, fuck
and
yeah,
the nice
dude.
thing is that unlocking the Alliance one will unlock its Horde equivalent, so you won't have to pull double duty there. Then next, the Ink Scale Deep Seeker is purchased with 150 Nazjatar Battle Commendations. These are rewarded for completing the Battle
I have
of Nazjatar,
132.
which is the match's new PvP event
great.
for War Mode players. Winning gets you 5, losing earns you 1, so just stick War Mode on and get to it. But saying that, War Mode is no longer a necessity. Blizzard have hotfixed this to be a little bit easier to get.
How do you
they
get it?
realized that the Battle for Nazjatar wasn't really working that well with sharding and faction imbalance right now, so they've added a new event called Ashara's Elite Commanders. This is a random event that can occur in Nazjatar every once in a while, and slaying the commanders will get you
that the
some
thing that
of the
happened?
battle commendations. And then finally,
Wait, I
we've
never
the
got
Crimson
commendations
Tide
for
Stallion.
that.
So Merle, the Murloc who you rescue, sometimes will sell this.
So yeah, I
mount to
got this
players
guy
who are
right here.
wearing
This
the
was easy.
Ashari
This was a
Stormsurfer
joke.
Cape, which is the one, the benthic cloak that unlocks more options from the Murloc traders. Now this Tide Stallion costs 4 cultist pinky fingers, 2 pulsating bloodstones, and 1 hungry Herald Tentacle Taco. Now these items are available from the Murloc traders around Nazjatar, but they have a duration of just one day. But only can be purchased by people who are wearing the cloak. So the Hungry Herald Tentacle Taco. This is picked up from Murloco, a rare spawn vendor summoned in by an event. Now in Murloco's hideaway, the location is on screen, if the event is up, there will be 2 Naga guarding a cage. Kill them and then defend the cage from the
How they make this
waves.
game so hard
Once you
now?
do that, you'll be able to purchase the taco from him, but only if you
How
have
they
the
make this game
Stormsurfer
so
cape
hard?
on. Now these items cost other items from the different Murlocs, so when the Tide Stallion appears for sale, you need to run back and forth between all the different vendors, trading the items until you get what you need. Now, if I read out the steps, it would just be
I get it.
Once you've got the 4
we've already got this mount. I don't need to know how to do it because I already have it.
The Crimson Tide Stallion from Merle.
Okay, next.
It won't take a massive amount of time, but it definitely is quite involved. Now, once you've got all that done, let's move over to Mechagon, starting off with the Mechanocat. The materials for this are very simple. They'll be familiar to anyone who has even spent a single day there, so there's no point going over them.
Who doesn't have
You'll
this?
naturally get these materials over a few days.
Who doesn't have this mount? I mean, come on.
Now, it's a very unique mount.
People complain it's too easy all the time. I know that.
Dyed. There are 8 available dyes, and you can choose between them at the scrapyard. Now, these colors mostly drop from specific rares, so let's go through them. Big Old Bronze drops from Rumble Rocks, who is to the west of the island.
Whoa, wait, which one do I not have? Oh, wait. Rust Feathers up. Rust Feathers up. Just give me a minute. I'm on my way. Just a minute. Which ones do I not have? I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Just give me a second. I'm gonna go kill Rust Feather right now. Just give me a second. Remember whenever WoW was cool and now we ride seahorses? Okay, well here's the thing, is that doesn't mean that WoW isn't cool. Seahorses are cool. Wait. Oh, since he tagged it, I got credit. Just a minute.
Asmongold comes from the Armored Vault bot, which is a little bit more involved, requiring players to kite it over to an electromagnet in Bondo's yard. Then Lemonade Steel comes from the Scrap King rare just south of Rustbolt, while Overlord Orange drops from the Fungarian Fuhrer.
Oh, there's no way I'm gonna get that, dude.
While on a
it's gonna take forever.
Visitor quest. So when Myloon shows up, take the aid from Nordrasil quest. While on that quest,
someone invite me to a realm where it has this rare up
near trees in the quest area.
Oh, I kill the rare while I'm watching the video.
And then use the quest item on them when they transform. If you do this to 4 mushrooms in total before they despawn, the last one will become the Fungarian Fuhrer, so kill that for the achievement progress and
isn't that Hitler?
The paint vial. After that, the Spellmint Green, which drops from the Crazed Trog, a rare around Sparkweaver Point. He'll be sitting in a cave untargetable covered in paint, and he'll be shouting about how he hates that color, so to activate the rare, cover yourself in that color of paint at Bondo's yard by walking through the paint sprayer, and then return to him and kill him. The next
I need
color,
to get
Fireball Red, comes from chests in the area, so
I do need to get these.
And the last one, Copper Trim, does not have a completely confirmed source, but it has been reported that it comes from a repeatable hand-in quest, recyclable parts. I don't believe you can make progress on this until you've completed the prerequisite quest.
That's so annoying to do.
Which is a part of the Scrap Forge Mecha Spider quest line, which I'll address shortly.
Son of a fucking
As for the quest itself, while killing the anodized mobs in
this
junk,
you'll
get hardened springs, tempered plating, and machined gear assemblies. 30 springs, 10 plates, and 5 assemblies will combine together to give you a bundle of recyclable parts, which you can hand in to the nearby recyclers. I found that an easy way to do this is just to get a farming group, either yourself or through the pre-made group finder, and then just to spend a while clearing the area repeatedly.
You're just randomly farming trash mobs. Like, that's basically all you're doing. You're sitting around. I'm going to log over to another character and farm the rares on the other character. I might as well while we're finishing the video. Your plan for Rustbolt requisitions, what gives past? I don't know, man. What the fuck, man? You should look at the Star Wars old review. I don't give a fuck about Star Wars. Who cares? That shit's for nerds. Alright, invite Crack Monkey. Yeah, I don't watch Star Wars.
The spawns are fast enough that you can get these bundles pretty darn quickly, but though I've yet to get the color, so you'll probably need some persistence. Then unlocking all of these will reward you with the final blue color. So, that's that. Next up, the Mechagon Peacekeeper, which is a dungeon drop from Operation Mechagon's HK8 aerial oppression
So I wanted
unit.
to do this right here. See, this is all a big plan of mine, right? Is I wanted to show you guys all these mounts here, because these are the mounts that I'm about to get whenever I start working on this shit, okay? Yeah, there you go. I'm obviously going to get this mount today.
Just get lucky in that. Then next, the Scrap Forge Mecha Spider,
this is
which
a joke.
Is a recolor of the Peacekeeper, but with a scrap-like color
joke
scheme,
mount.
Is obtained from a quest line through Rustbolt. That's from Recycler Kerchunk, and that takes about 12 days of doing one quest per day. There's then one more recolor of this mount, the Rusty Mechanocrawler. This is from the Arachnoid Harvester, which is to the west of Bondo's
somebody
yard.
Invite Crack Monkey to a group if this rare is up.
We've then got 2 motorcycle wheel mounts. So, the Model W comes from the Mechagon Meta achievement, so quite a lot in getting this one. First, complete the storyline, which will unfold as you gain reputation.
Okay, so do I have this? Like, alright, so what about the Model W? Wait, who's this guy? Okay, you're not even here. Alright, let's try somebody else. The Model fucking W. Okay, I think I have that one done.
Mechanocat dies. Then complete every visitor request, so just arrive in Mechagon every day and scour it till you've seen them all. Then unlock 20 blueprints from the list. Now, the blueprints pretty much all come from rares, bar a few which are from the rep vendor, so it's basically just the same.
Look up Mechadung in AVs. You mean the achievement? Oh, fuck.
Same as other rare killing steps, just kill all of the rares. Honestly, I would not worry about this step. I think you'll complete this as you sort out the other things
it's not a big
this
deal.
list.
You'll get the blueprints in
next one
time.
is a bit of a pain though. That's completing 100 construction projects. This will require a lot of time moving around the zone and searching for incomplete construction projects.
It's not that
what
hard.
I've essentially been doing is sniping the completion of the big ones like the reclamation rig, and I've been saving spare parts instead of spending them on this. Now, keep an eye on the mini-map for projects like the armories or the broken flame turrets, and just
the flame turrets are the best ones to turn in for.
There's then another somewhat arbitrary one, which is crafting 250 items from Pascal. This is just going to boil down to crafting the cheapest item when the cheapest one possible to get the achievement finished. Now, I don't imagine you need to actively farm spare parts for this, but if you want to, here's our tip. Do the reclamation rig event when it spawns, and then we found that if you really want more spare parts, refer to the recyclable parts farm earlier on in this video for the copper trim dissection. In doing that, I think in staying for 3 quest turn-ins, we got a few thousand scraps, so that's a really good way of doing it. Now, in order to get this from 0 items, you'll need to make 250 scrap grenades, which will cost 12,500 spare parts. Yes, that sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. A few hours of group farming will
12,500?
Now, the next step is another daily, finishing each of Rocket Chief Fuselage's weapons, which is just a matter of returning every day and doing this whenever the quest is up. And another step is collecting the gramophone and all of the music for it. Now, the gramophone is made from a blueprint that drops from Steel Singer Freza, a robotic harpy that spawns in the southwestern island of Mechagon. As for the vinyls to put into it, though, they come from rares in the zone. So far, there have been confirmations that the Battle of Nomergon, the Depth of Ulduar comes from Old Big Tusk and Boilburn. Then Nomergon Forever comes from Bogak and the Nullifier. Mimiron's Brainstorm comes from the recycling requisition boxes from the recycling quest discussed earlier. And the Triumph of Nomergon comes from the box awarded for completing the Reclamation Rig event. Completing the event will give you a box that can contain Mechagon tinkering items and then possibly the vinyl. So,
I need to do that. I should do that today.
The heftiest one is next, though. Completing all of the special encounters.
That's easy. What do you mean? You just fly around
randomly to be killed. I addressed the Volt Bot, the Crazed Trog, and the Fungarian Führer.
That's a joke.
There are 7 that are tied to drill rig construction projects, so keep an eye out for zone-wide messages.
Invite me to a group that has Rust Feather on it.
The JD drills.
Please invite me to a group that has Rust Feather.
Depot. The CZ drills are around the center of the island, heading over to the outflow, and the TR drills are by the
these are easy to do.
There are then some more interesting
ones. These are very
like
easy.
Doppelgang. They require 3 pressure relief valves to be fitted to the exhaust pipes by the
I've already done all of these,
outside
except for like maybe 2 of them.
Cave at Sparkweaver Point and then activated. One of these valves comes from the daily quest Cog Frenzy's Construction Frenzy. This does mean that access to this rare is somewhat limited, but smart users of the pre-made group finder should be able to sort you out there even if you don't have a valve yourself. There's then Spark Queen Pemp, who will only spawn around Sparkweaver Point when the lots of bugs quest is up. Then Bogak is similar, only spawning when the drill rigs are available as a construction
these are all
project.
simple. I think I have every single one.
Oxidized Leech Beast,
minus like 2, I think.
Is spawned by activating the Weather Alteration Machine.
I could be a little bit wrong.
Depot,
Close enough.
Which requires an exothermic evaporator coil. That's an item that's dropped by the nearby rare Mr. Fix This. Okay, so next there's the 00X Avenger MG, which requires killing the 00X Fleetfoot when Oglethorpe Obnoxious is visiting the island. The Fleetfoot is a chicken that's running around the zone with 6 million health, so that'll definitely be a group effort. So if you see Oglethorpe,
easy. We got that one on day 1. That's how easy it was.
Groups. The Rusty Prince exists in the alternate timeline Mechagon, so when Chromie is visiting, head over there and just keep an eye out for him. He should be near Junkwat Depot. Then there's one last rare of interest, Gear Checker Cogstar. This guy acts as a backup for the upgraded sentries. So once enough of those has been killed, this guy will teleport in for a fight. If you want to kill him, just hang around outside of Junkwat until he pops.
I think I know how to do all those. Yeah, that's not really too big of a deal. It's just going to take time.
Just to make sure where every rare is.
So I basically have none of these mounts yet.
General chat in Mechagon. Players do tend to work together in this patch, thankfully, and it's actually quite a nice experience.
I do think players work together more. That's a good point. I like that.
A legion of players are going over there for the tag. That's definitely a nice thing. Where Blizzard seem to be hitting their Timeless Isles-like feel feel for the rares. However, if you like the model and don't care for the color, there is the Junk Heap Drifter. It's a rust-colored flavor
that I just did not get. I know that.
Rust
Yes.
Feather, a mechanical bird up in the mountain to the south. Then finally, there are two flying mounts, the aerial unit R21X and the Rust Bolt Resistor. So the R21X is a new shiny colored
This is the one I'm going to get today, right here. This is it.
Dungeon, so that's pretty cool.
This is my mount right here.
The drop. If you like the aesthetic but don't get lucky with the drop rate, though, you can get the rusted version of the same model, the Rust Bolt Resistor, from the stolen Royal Vendor bot in Rust Bolt.
Yeah, that's a little bit cheap, dude.
Of 420,000 gold after reaching Exalted with the Rust Bolt Resistance. Then for professions, there is only one mount this time around, the Zilliwag ATV.
Oh yeah.
Backwards. These are created by
dude, I forgot all about that one.
Reinforced chassis, which is made by blacksmiths, and the supercharged engine, which is made by engineers, and plans for both of those drop from KUJO, a boss in Operation Mechagon. As for the reagents, well, they just use regular BFA, BS, and engineering reagents, as well as Expulsum, instead of the new
I have 3 of those to give away.
Actually should be pretty cheap as long as
I can go get on that, but I have to get on the character.
If you are capable of crafting it, it could be quite lucrative because both items are bind on equipped. So yeah, if you're not a crafter, you can just pick these things up in the auction house, and that'll probably be a nice way of people making some money. Then there are the older wrap mounts, so each of the 8-0 factions for the Alliance and the Horde have an extra flying mount at 72,000 gold if you're Exalted. That is, of course, with the exception of the...
For the low price of only 72,000 gold, you too can be the rider of a reskinned Griffin, and if that's not enough, there's 4 more of them for you to buy. Oh boy, that sounds great.
War effort and the Tortolans. Then next up, we just have some other ones to round up. We have the Proto Drake for rated PvP gameplay.
Everybody's gonna get this.
There's another one of those. Follows
everybody's gonna get this.
Then Raiders get a raid meta achievement mount, the Ashara Bloat Ray. But there's no mythic mount from Ashara, it seems so far. Then there's the Wonder Wing 2.0, which is the long-awaited mechanical parrot that is earned by completing the Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 2 achievement. So that's pretty good. I think that's what most people will be rushing towards anyway. Then there's one last mount available, the Child of Torkali, for the Horde players familiar with the How to Train Your Direhorn questline in Zuldazar. This patch has added a final quest, Wander Not Alone. This quest will see the little Direhorn friend from the 8-0 questline grow into a big magnificent mount that you can ride into battle. We actually don't know anything about the quest yet, but I'm sure the people in the secret community
been so lazy
to find out how to actually get it.
Okay.
Oh boy, so there you go. That's it for the 8-2 mount guide.
That's a lot of mounts.
This was a massive guide. This is a big effort from a lot of Matt and a bit from myself. A lot of writing, a heck of a lot of editing from Connell. This one really took really big team effort getting this guide together for you. So I hope you found it useful. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, certainly, I guess in 13 weeks or maybe 11 weeks, we'll see everybody going around with their sideway crabs, and we'll see what 825 brings, I suppose. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think I'm just going to lie down. That sure was a lot of word salad to get to. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
This is depressing for me to see. Like, I sit here and I think about this, right? And all I keep thinking about is all the mounts that I don't have. Because he's going through basically a list of mounts that I don't have. And I'm getting a little bit fucking tired of this shit, man.